Hello everyone and welcome to another UConn UPDC construction project update. My name is Lugia and today is June 20th, 2018. We are on the Kunz Hall Family Studies and Manchester Hall Steam Lateral Replacement Project. This will be our first video of the series and we're going to be taking you through the progress today. We'll begin with this existing photo that really shows the steam line, its lifespan has gone. Outside of the stairway on Family Studies, the sidewalk running north to south, follow it all the way down to Manchester. See the giant brown spot in the grass. Last year, steam coming out of the ground. The pipes have failed in this area. There couldn't be a better time to replace them than right now. We'll continue with showing you how the steam is actually fed from the central utility plant. So outside Holly Armory, our first vault here is B8. Look down, there's a sawhorse to the right-hand side of the roadway. We had to do a test pit. That's what that black patch is right in there to identify some utilities. We'll take you down shortly and show you that area. The steam, the feeders from the cup, they continue on down this way, and across from Bud's building is our next vault, J8. And it's not too hard to see where it is because the heat from the vault down to the right has actually browned the grass in this area. The steam lines continue through in between Gully and Family Studies. Actually, you can see the next vault, K8, the lid in the sidewalk, boom, we're just passing it over there. And finally, where we're making our tie-in from existing to new, outside of Family Studies, is the next vault, which is L8. And that we're going to replace. And finally, the steam cuts across the Great Lawn to Holcomb, Sprague, and Whitney. That's correct. And there's our new vault, our new L8, which will actually be the tie-in to Family Studies. We'll take you down there shortly. And we love to fly by both ways because it's definitely a different perception each way. And again, there's the lid in the sidewalk that feeds Gully Hall, our K8. And as we head through the circle, the brown spot that we had mentioned right there, that's our J8 over to feed Buds right in through here. So there's a ton of steam and heat that's generated in these vaults. And you need a vault to make the connections to the building, and that is the process. And finally, we're flying back over to our beginning vault of B8 outside of Holly Armory, and there you have it. So also from this B8, we're going to show you, we're going to be bringing new lines into Kunz Hall too also. So inside the fence area here, they'll come from B8 through that patch we have in the roadway. And they'll go right up tight to the building, next to the parking lot. And we'll take you down shortly and show you. So at this particular point, we've done some test holes. And we want to do this excavation because it's going to close the road all at once. So we're not going to start until we're ready to install the pipe, which will be the next week or two. And again, finally, another look-see back. We're now going from the north to vault B8, and there it is again. So a different perspective. This area was reworked last year for the condensers that you see down in through there. And eventually the road will be partially closed to one lane as we move over and tie into this vault B8. Now another different perspective from the new vault. We're under construction right here at Family Studies. The lines will tie into the basement of Family Studies, a little tunnel section. The old lines ran right across the tree all the way over to Manchester. So we'll explain how that process is going to get easier. And then from Family Studies, you can see the new trench will be over to Manchester right from there. And lastly, from Manchester, we'll show you back over how the new steam line, looking down at the trench between the two excavators, ties back into Family Studies. And there will no longer be a steam line running down through this section, which is great because this is one of our most famous trees on campus to the right-hand side, and we are definitely going to stay away from the roots going forward. And finally, a great look down on our L8. There we go. Okay, we're coming inside the fence here, our little parking lot at Kunz Hall, right in through here. Pipe was delivered just a day or two ago, which is fantastic. We'll just show you, this is where the connection is. The only excavation right now today is where we test holes. So we've done our test holes in here to be able to locate the utilities. Okay, major electrical banks in through here, some telecommunications and some plumbing pipes in through there, some actual roof drain leaders. You can see the leader in through here. All right, there was a coffin for our old steam line, went in through here, our tie-in point right in through here. So this will be a one-stop shop. We're right now concentrating on family studies, and the trench is going to be right over the top over here, as we just alluded to on our vault B8 over there. As we explained in the overhead, boots on the ground, this is our location, the D-mark location, where the steam lines came down. We showed you the run right here. This is where we're going to make our connection. We're over here at Family Studies, the new electrical lines that come over, and here will be our new vault. So this is our new L8 right over here. This will be our new steam vault. Get an opportunity to see the beginning, the process of it. First you have to put the soil protection in, because we're pretty deep. We're 20 feet plus. We're even deeper on the other side where our sump pump is, in that area right over there. So anyway, we'll get a chance to see. We've got a waterproofing layer first on the bottom. We're formed up rebar. You see the reinforcing for the wall in through here. That's our double mat, we call it, down on the bottom. So first we pour the floor mat, then the walls. We put all the piping in here, and finally will be the lid. We'll come back to this later on. In this area of the L8 vault is, again, we told you we were going to tie in. So the design here changes everything. So the new service comes this way, goes into L8, then comes out of L8, and immediately goes in. And I'm going to show you in a minute this kind of a tunnel section that runs north to south in Family Studies in here, right through there. So the big benefit is there's no longer a steam line that runs this way to Manchester. We take advantage of the inside of the building, running the pipe in through there. And this tree, this most important tree on the Great Lawn right through here, we don't have to come anywhere near its root system. So that is fantastic. So the old line ran down through here. The new lines run through the basement, kind of crawl space in through here. Little tunnel, as you would say, and I'm going to take you down there shortly, and that's how Manchester is fed. Okay, Family Studies, the stoop here towards the Great Lawn. The existing steam lines went down through there. There was actually a coffer in through there. We get a chance to see the green stack right there. That's where the water service comes in. All right, the main water service that runs along this way right in through here. We found that the hard way last week or so. Probably some site lighting in through here. They'll have to do a repair on that. There was our coffer in through there, and there was another coffer. So a coffer is a very small, like 2-foot round tunnel where the services ran in beforehand. You get a chance to see through the years how there was some existing brick material and some blacktop in here. You know, quite a lifespan in this area over in through here. Just as I explained, we are now on the southeast corner, the Great Lawn corner of Family Studies, and there's the service, just as I explained, coming out of this north to south tunnel right in through here. Well, I'll go in and show you where they come in, that section right there. And there are the two feeds for Manchester. You can see they're prepping the tunnel right in through here. We've got our classic beam over in here, and our utility protection in through here, electric protection in through here, electric lines down in through here. We'll take a closer look. We can see that as of today, the trench is being prepped in this area right in here. We should be seeing steam pipe in here in the next day or two. And lastly, right up to Manchester, we can see the coring. So Manchester does have a crawl space. We'll show you that in a little bit. We'll turn around back, look to the north. Again, the utility supported in through here. The trench is all set. A little expansion loop coming down in through here. So these shots are fantastic. You know, this will be a permanent record of locations, and we'll keep an eye on this as progress moves on. I'll take you into this mechanical room that I was just telling you about. So this is brand new. This is our PRV station right here that changes the steam pressure so that it can be used in the house from the higher pressure that comes out into the street. Very nice work right in through here. And this is this area that I was talking about. Runs from north to south. This area right in through here runs the whole length of the building. We'll take a step down in there in a minute. We can see they're just started to insulate their new pipe. And this is the chase way where they ran all the pipe instead of running it on the ground as they had done in the past. A little different perspective. We're now down below the PRV station that I just had mentioned. Okay, this is running south to the Manchester area. It's not too far from this section right here. We showed you where these new pipes penetrate the exterior, right in through there. You can see a little tidbit here is that they put a little spool piece where all the hangers are so that they can get the right elevation on the hanger coordinated with the insulation. And then later on they just fill in between these spool pieces, which as I spin quickly, you can see has happened through here today. So it's a different type of insulation on the hanger. This is the saddle we call right in through here. And these pipes are supposed to be able to slide, to expand back and forth. So steam piping systems require a lot of expansion and contraction. And there's our new rack system right through there. All right, very nice. 3 pipes in through there, condensate return, and the 2 steam lines. Basement of Manchester, much bigger than family studies. And again, we get a chance to see the guys are building the PRV station right in through high pressure, low pressure, and condensate return on the steam line. We'll take a closer look here as we come down into the basement really quickly. So fan pushing all the smoke out in through here, a couple of work stands in here. Nice job. A lot of work to make this happen. Manchester has quite an extensive plumbing process going on in through here too. All right, pressure reducing valve station, PRV, okay? So this is the crawl space we talked about a little bit. We had more of the little tunnel access and family studies, and a little bit of a challenge. So we have a new water line and the steam lines run through this section right in through here. Quickly in a look back this way right in here. So this all has to be built for the steam to come on later this season. Very nice. Again, today is June 20th, 2018, and we thank you for your interest in our university projects.